Alright, this is the follow-up. It's the same day that I took the diff out. I had a friend obviously help me with that because pulling a diff out can actually be a bit more difficult than some people might think. The weight of the axle, believe me, it's quite heavy. It's not as heavy as you might think, but it's also, to be fair, I thought it was gonna be light, but it's very heavy. But again, I can't judge weight. So what's for tomorrow? Well, gotta paint the axle, remove the rust, paint the underneath, and then the next day will be install the new axle. Simple. And the front drive shaft will have to come out because even though the rear axle's in, the front axle has to be changed or has to be re-geared. It's one of the two. So there's the cans of paint. Uh, there's actually four there. There's just one behind the middle one. There's it's right there. Fucking playing hide and seek. Um, but yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about myself. So thanks to COVID-19, I'm not out of work, but I'm just sort of waiting for work. I'm still getting this is actually not a this it's not too bad right now thanks to COVID-19. I'm able to actually get shit done. Um, but yeah, so I'll talk about what's going on with life. So we got I'm able to finally finish projects, which because I'm so busy out east, fucking with fucking work and all. God, I live in Ontario, and I have to go out east. So yes, I'm Canadian, but I work out east, and that can change in an instant. But thanks to COVID-19, we got uh, we got all this time off, and because of that, we're just sort of waiting for further orders. So, but because of that, I have plenty of time to do stuff, and I could sit in the house and jerk off and just do that. But I was told I can't just sit around. I was told I can't sit around, so they obviously the next best thing is obviously a new rear axle. And now, if you're wondering about a good price to pay for a TJ, there's some variables that go into that. The first variable is price, condition, and drivetrain. Drivetrain is obviously kind of important depending on what you want to use this Jeep for. If it comes with a four banger, they're okay, I guess. Um, but believe me, you want the six cylinder because the six cylinder is just where the party's at. Okay. The next option is now. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot. Um, the engine the four cylinder I believe is a 2.5 liter. I'm probably wrong, but it's four cylinders. It doesn't have a lot of power. It's like 125 horsepower, brand new engine, of course. Then there's the six cylinder option, which the six cylinder option will have 190 horsepower, which is a lot better, and it's a lot better. Then you want to make sure it's manual because three-speed auto. I mean, that's pretty out of date if you ask me. They're okay for the old cars, but for something as new as this kind of a Jeep TJ, it's a little out of date. Just get a 5-speed manual, very simple, or even a 6-speed if it comes with one. If you Now you don't need a Dana 44, but if you can get a Dana 44, just try to get it. But they're gonna probably charge you an extra $1,000 because it comes with a Dana 44. Next thing is gear ratio. Uh, if your Jeep has a Dana 35 and a Dana 30, well, they all come with the Dana 30. But if it's a manual, original stock is for a manual. The gear ratio in the diffs are normally a 3.07, or no, correct, sorry, 3.07 gear ratio. That is an incredibly low gear ratio. If you don't know what that means, the drive shaft has to spin 3 times and that zero point 0.7 of a turn to make the tire spin once. And that's for a stock 27-inch tire. But these bad boys right here, these are 31 inches tall, so they don't act. They're absolutely garbage on the highway. So I can actually barely cross 110. So I'm glad I'm getting the new these new diffs because they come with a 373 gear ratio. So it's gonna be a lot better to drive at places that. But yeah, if you ever look in the market for a TJ, just check engine, check transmission, and check gear ratios for your diff. Um, the transmission though, uh, make sure it's a manual. You don't want an automatic because why would you want an automatic Jeep? If you want an automatic, go get something else. Uh, yeah, I guess that's it. So just remember those things. If you ever in the market for a Jeep, just remember engine. Oh yeah, I forgot actually. Check this might sound like an afterthought, but check the engine oil. If they changed the oil, don't buy it. They're hiding something. Check the fluids. If they're new, don't buy it because they're probably hiding something. There could be a coolant leak for all you know, and tracking a coolant leak is not fun. I don't. It's if you can avoid it, if you can avoid that, just avoid it. Just get something. If the oil's used, you can tell the engine's history right there. I know this is a rant video, but I mean, it's good to talk. So, peace.